kids, it's Mr. and Fly here. Welcome to Windermere. I'm in the Lake District, where I've come to ride a few of the famous passes, which are one of those things that I think every biker in Britain needs to do. And the first one that I'm going to do is called the Kirkstone Pass. It runs from here, the town of Windermere, up to Penrith. And it's on the A66 is the actual road. It's called the Kirkstone Pass. Hopefully it's nothing too frightening, but it's good scenery. So stick around, stay tuned, and let's see what that's got to offer us. Nice bike. Right, we'll avoid Windermere town centre itself, which means sadly I won't be able to show you the Lake Windermere, which is Britain's deepest lake, and also, it's funny enough, the only lake in the Lake District that is called a lake. All the rest are called something else, usually something like a water, so Ullswater, etc. So yeah, it's a bit of an anomaly that it's called the Lake District, but there we go, one of those little facts. I don't know why I know that. And by the way, I said the Kirkstone Pass was the A66. It comes that towards Penrith, I think. It's actually the A592 is the pass itself, just by way of a correction in case you're sorting out your maps. It's lunchtime on a Saturday and it's the middle of August, so traffic wise we could be into a nightmare. I'm hoping all this traffic is going to be shopping in Windermere and not doing the Kirkstone Pass, but it may be that I'm following traffic all the way around. Okay, so I've just turned right out of Windermere and I'm onto the A592 now, which becomes the Kirkstone Pass. Bit of a shame that I didn't get to show you the lake, especially given it's Britain's largest, as I say, particularly if you're not from around these parts. Hello, sir. However, the good news is this particular route takes us up past Ullswater, which is another of famous lakes of the Lake District, or not lakes, as the case may be. So I'm hoping we'll get a good view of that as we ride up the side. Wow, what a cracking view. This is another of those areas in Great Britain that is a must-do for bikers, along with the likes of the Brecon Beacons and Snowdonia, Scotland, Yorkshire Dales and the Peak District. This is another. Hello, sir. So I've been meaning to do this for a long time, so really looking forward to doing this pass, and hopefully a few others today if I get time as well. It's a splendid little road to start off the pass. Lovely surface. Can't imagine it's going to stay like this all the way. It'd be great if it does. Getting a bit of altitude. It's times like this that I maybe wish that I put a fleece on underneath the jacket instead of just a t-shirt. Now that is a view. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. These passes are absolutely gorgeous, but also a little bit intimidating on a bike, to be honest. And indeed in a car. I've driven this one a few times, and some of the steep bits when you can't see over the bonnet can be quite frightening. But more of a worry with the bike is if you go over one of those steep bits on maybe an off-camber bend, which is very narrow, and there's a car coming the other way. Of course, in a car, if you're in that position, you just put your foot on the brake and you stop. On the bike, of course, if you stop and you're on an off-camber situation like that on a hill, you can easily be off balance and just drop the bike. So, worried about that. If ever I'm going to drop the bike, it's going to be today. I hope I don't, but you never know. I think it's worth the risk though, because just check out these views. Absolutely stunning. How bus drivers do it, I do not know. Those guys are skillful. course, the other danger on these type of roads is it is very popular with bikers, so you've got to beware of other bikers. They tend to creep up behind you and flash by. You've got to be very aware of what they're doing. When I don't know where I'm going exactly, then I tend to ride in a pretty girly manner. But I've noticed that there's quite a lot of sports bike fans up here, and they certainly know the roads. It can be quite alarming when they flash past. Ambleside via the struggle. There's the inn. Gosh, I remember having a meal there many years ago. That takes you back when I used to be a sponsored student by Marconi Radar, and we did an outward bound type weekend. It must have been near here, because we walked for miles, hiked with our rucksacks, slept out in the open. It was a nightmare. And I remember we found that pub, me and a couple of guys I was with, and although if we weren't meant to do it, we went in and had a beer and some chips, and it was absolutely marvellous. Like I said, shudders down my spine because I hated that weekend. I'm not an outward bound sort of person. Now, this is the sort of riding that I was hoping for. Fantastic. Not somewhere to do in the depths of winter. Wow, the GoPro probably flattens out this landscape. It's got such a wide angle lens, but the valley sides here are pretty steep, and this, as is this hill, which is why I'm staying in a low gear. It's very impressive. What a glorious picture. Those bikers I was talking about just now. Coming up, knows where he's going. Got one behind me as well. I don't know if he's going to attempt to overtake. I certainly wouldn't. But these guys have balls of steel. Road narrows, always a frightening sign on these sorts of places. It's a real roller coaster of a road, this. Dips and dives. Well, we're actually at Lakeside. Don't know what that little lake is, it's just a small one. Very picturesque. This is one of those places a bit like the Alps or the Rockies, where the views are just fantastic all the time, and you get blasé about it at the end, and you don't pay any attention to the fact that around you is spectacularness everywhere. You get kind of blasé about it. So you then go home and then you realise what you've just seen. This is amazing. Scattered with lovely little pubs. This is Patterdale. Sadly no time to stop and enjoy, maybe later this afternoon. Okay, we're just coming up on the southern edge of Ullswater now, to my right. Hoping we're going to get some good views of it. Hello sir. Caught up with my Triumph riding friend. With these trees and in this sunshine with a lake like this, in a strange way, this reminds me a bit of riding around Lake Tahoe in California. Who would have ever thought that about the north of England? Or if not Tahoe, how about Lake Annecy in France? Beautiful. Hello chaps. Lovely. Hello. tend to waver over your side of the road. Hello, hello, hello. This is the problem you have when you're a single biker, hello, and you encounter lots of bikers in a group. Do you nod at everyone? Do you stick your leg out? What do you do? So we're coming towards the end of Ullswater now, and then it's just a couple of miles up to Penrith, and that's the Kirkstone Pass done. So that's one ticked off. Hello, sir. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Absolutely stunning through there on a nice day like today. If you're in Blighty and you fancy a ride out and you can get to the north of England, then absolutely recommend that. Not difficult to ride at all, just beautiful to look at. Look at this scenery, fantastic. Okay, look forward to speaking to you next time. Until then, this has been the Missenden Flyer. Cheerio.